The China Open is now into the quarterfinals, but before we look ahead to that, let's go back and review rounds 3 and 4 by going over the good, the bad, and the ugly. As you guys know, if you've been to this channel before, we always get started whenever we do this with the good. And for today, in the good category, I have two people. I'm actually going to get started with Paula Badosa. Badosa, big win over Jessica Pegula. Remember what Pegula did coming into this year's China Open? She won the Canadian Open, she finished runner-up at the Cincinnati Open, and she finished runner-up at the U.S. Open as well. She's been red hot as of late, just like Badosa. Badosa playing very well on the hard courts. This was a big matchup between two girls that has what it takes. Both of these ladies are playing great tennis as of late, and on this day, Badosa was the better woman in this matchup. Also, really quickly, joining Badosa in the good category is one of, if not her best friend, Aryna Sabalanka. Sabalanka, as you guys know, also red hot as of late, winning at Cincinnati, winning the U.S. Open. She's absolutely going to be the favorite the rest of the way here with every single matchup, the rest of the way being on the hard courts. Sabalanka's rolling right now, going to be a very tough out in this year's China Open. And now before we move to the bad category, really quickly, one real quick honorable mention into the good category, and it's Coco Gauff. Now I know, right? Gauff got by Naomi Osaka after Osaka had to retire from the matchup before the third set with the back injury. So I bet you probably question, well, why are you putting her into the good? Well, it's because her getting to the quarterfinals was much needed for Gauff. When you look at the WTA rankings for the end of the year race, things are a little bit tight there. Gauff could not afford an early exit. Getting the final 8 players in this tournament, definitely a big step for Gauff. Now, we head finally to the bad category. And for this category, I'm going to go with Jessica Pegula. Now, remember what I said at the top there with Pegula playing Badosa. Both Badosa and Pegula, both women are red hot as of late, both playing very well on the hard courts. Something had to give somewhere, but just the fact that Pegula losing the way that she lost and losing in round 4, a little bit of a tough outing there for Jessica Pegula. Myself, I'm sure other people, I had Pegula as the favorite in this year's China Open. I'm sure a lot of people expected her to be one of the final players remaining. She fails to do so. And now, finally, we end today with the ugly, and I'm going with Jasmine Paolini. Now, listen, Paolini, when you look at the year as a whole, it's been a great year. As of late, been some rough outings. This one here included. She loses in round 3 in straight sets. Matter of fact, lost the second set 6-love. Very tough way for Paolini to exit this year's tournament. That was your good, bad, and the ugly from the China Open in rounds 3 and 4. And remember, we head now to the quarterfinals, 8 players remaining, and a lot of big names still in play. This is going to be a very interesting ending. I can't wait to see how it all plays itself out at this year's China Open.